go so fast. But this one, like, they took all the time
so
possible.
there's one hack, I guess. You already know what you're gonna pick, so you just hover that hero and you use your time to discuss.
To discuss the upcoming heroes.
No, because the coach has limited time on stage, right?
Yeah.
So might as well just take all the time you need to make sure that you understand what's going on.
And just to tell you, Yasu, that if you spend time thinking about what you're going to pick, let's just say you spend, what, 55 seconds or 54 seconds.
That's right.
How about that? The Fanny, the best player one, went trending after yesterday because of what happened. I think that he's fairly impressive with the Fanny, actually.
Yeah.
But he has to kind of recover. Is this the game that we will give him?
Yeah, this is the game that we will see who's gonna be and who's gonna stay and who's gonna, I'm not gonna say go home, but will face trouble in the upcoming game because the odds are not looking good for both teams. TOP against Team Geek fam. Once a geek, always a fan. It's so hard for me to even say who won the draft because I kind of love the classic draft generally. Both of them have crowd control, both of them have area also control, and have burst damage.
Well, let me just say, even though best player won, he didn't win. He wanted the highlight play, he got the highlight play. Just maybe not the highlight he wanted.
Yeah. Wanted the clips, he gets it. But no, nevertheless, I mean, let's cut him some slack. You know, it's his first international tournament.
I mean,
he's played the Fanny. I mean, he's brave enough to play the Fanny in the world stage. You gotta give him credit for that. I think that all he has to do now is to recover. Some players, you know, if they pick up these assassins, they do make mistakes too.
All right, but
So-
having the Fanny here with no crowd control whatsoever, except for that miniature over there on the side of Team Geek fam, is actually quite lethal weapon.
I would say the thing is, with a Bruno, sometimes you just out-damage that Fanny, especially when you already have your Haas Claw. You just survive all the way through. So it is going to be a mechanical matchup between best player one and Marky.
That's right. And Zia, the last time that Zia as well as Marky went toe-to-toe against each other, Zia was actually playing mid. I was mid lane, I mean. Don't get me wrong about saying mid or something. But yeah, he was playing the mid lane. And this time he's going up against the Solution, Marky on the bottom lane with that Bruno. And what I like about the way that Marky plays the Bruno is that he's not a scaling kind of Bruno. He actually is activated early. And look at this, they're trading. I mean, Ohio brothers, not even contesting the first
Trading what?
I mean, again, Fanny isn't really known for grabbing those turtles as well as the lures, really trying to get those kills on the side lane. And this is already a good control coming in from Geek, making sure that they control the purple, but best player one, he knows what's up.
Yeah,
just gonna trade.
They are trading both purple buffs, but I don't think that this worked really good for Team TOP because they're also getting brushed. That's a first blood.
All right, Luke, look at you. Doing good.
Remember what Milo said during MPLI is the strongest explainer among all of the Indonesian players. Look, making sure that that doesn't happen.
And now looking at the gold earned as well, all three are for Geek Fam.
Yeah, Geek fam are ahead, but also in terms of the rotation, I think that it should have been the other way around because Team TOP have that Fanny for the early game. She can go in a blink of an eye, take Marky out, but so far, he haven't even tried to pressure that gold lane. So far, I haven't even seen Fanny use that cutthroat or even touch any of the enemy heroes.
Yeah, I mean, it becomes a question, Wolf. The Ohio brothers, are they being a little bit too passive, or is it fine for them to take their time? Do they have a second window where they can make this draft work?
Maybe when the Brody gets out of lane, perhaps that will be their second wind. But I do agree with you. I think that they're far too passive.
Ooh. And now Maloyski with the Minuan Fury. Unable to catch anyone, and Super Shark as well, hitting the air. Unable to hit that Rage.
Hey boy with the burst damage that happened here underneath the feet of every member of Team TOP. It was so hard for them to survive. Actually, that was an almost massacre at the bot lane.
Honestly, right now, I'm looking at best player one, level 6, and Nail, level 7. I don't know, Wolf. I'm not an analyst, but that doesn't seem good.
That doesn't seem good, especially if you're if you're a fan, you want to at least be at the same level all the time. That means that you, the only way for you to kind of recover as the Fanny is that you always take your own jungle, your own side of the jungle. And Geek Fam will get this second turtle again. Easily.
Yeah, they are not even trying. Team TOB are playing way too passive. Even though they have the Fanny and they have really good damage at the early game, they also can rely, yes, they can rely on Zia's damage at the late game. But I'm not gonna risk it all just for the torn apart memory to do something as a miracle for Team TOB to get back into the driver's seat. Team Geek Fam are using every hero as they are supposed to do.
Let me just say, I'm using my imagination, and I'm looking at the different path for the Ohio brothers. Zia as a Brody can take down those turrets very fast, same as the Fanny. Perhaps they can do a 1-3-1?
Maybe.
Right?
That could be a solution, because the thing is, the slower you use the Brody, the harder the game will be for you. It's not like a Bruno that can scale easily.
Oh. All right, okay. Boy.
Gets out.
He looks more calm than me.
Yeah.
I was scared for him.
Yeah. Oh, bot lane.
Yeah, right now, Nail as well as Luke finds one on Zia. Zia gets taken down. Super Shark, can he get anything out of this? He finds Beloyski. Beloyski able to heal. Minoan Fury on to Super Shark. And now it looks like Super Shark is the one that's going to get taken down.
He is down.
Wonderful juggle coming out from Geek Fam, but even better, Nail. The best timing to actually take on Zia. Never mind the Fanny. Just take out the Goldaner.
I think that there's nothing that Team TOP can do at the moment. A dominant
4
game
seconds for the retreat for Nail.
But he will be.
Penalty zone by Milo, able to catch Nail. Unsure whether he got the buff or not. He did, and best played one, survive, but no purple buff for him.
Oh my god.
I'd say that's worth it for Nail. I mean, he got the purple buff.
Yes, 100% worth it for Nail because they got a kill onto Milo as well. I mean, they're not essentially growing the farm on Nail, but they're taking away so much from best player.
Oh, but I have a question here. All the players from Team Geek Fam, except of course for the Roamer, are up there in the charts, and Team TOB are actually the ones who are supposed to be in the lead, which is actually pretty annoying to me to watch. Because why Team TOB are playing so passive with such drafts?
Yeah. I know where your sentiments are at because you kind of want to use the Kufra Brody combo. You want to use the Turtles at this point. And even the Valentina having access to the Minoan Fury to copy. There are so many team fighting tools that you could be using. And then maybe it should be best player who is splitting the map. But instead it's Zia. So I also don't like the way that they are approaching this Brody draft.
Yeah. They've taken all the turtles, or like basically leaving all the turtles for Team Geek Fam. And leaving everything that can be and cannot be took by any team in the matter of 7 minutes. And you forgot to mention Fanny. Fanny's early game is actually really good, even though look, he's not doing anything. He's getting melted.
I mean, looking in the situation right now, I don't know, perhaps the tournament got to them. Super Shark goes in, finds Nail, Look unable to hit anyone, but the Minoan Fury. Everyone on TOB was able to dodge it, but Milo can't run away. Look grabs the kill, and not enough damage from Zia just yet.
Beloyski is unkillable at this point. At 8 minutes, no deaths on Beloyski means that he might have the second item already come the next Lord fight, which also means that you can't do anything. And by the way, look at what they're doing. They're leaving the purple buff, the baby purple buff.
Oh, yeah.
So that best player 1 will not be able to trade.
Best player 1 actually is now trying to go for a split bush kind of approach, which is okay for a Fanny, but there could have been much more than that to do. It was actually forced. He doesn't have any choice but to split bush at this moment.
Yep, and right now, Geek Fam engages on the Ohio brothers, but really just to zone them away. At this point, they're just grabbing what they want for free.
Yep, and they're going to be defending bottom. Fortunately for the Ohio brothers, they have 2 carts down the bottom lane. That means that if you're looking at this turret, it is actually whittling down. So that is one thing that Ohio brothers will have. The Fanny can be the split pusher, and it took them 8 minutes to figure that strategy out. And had it been that they did that previously, this game will be totally different.
No, I would say they were waiting for Geek Fam to move together because this is one of the things, one of the identities, I would say, of an Indonesian team. You want to group up and you want to force things out. So I kind of feel like the green line was like, okay, they're moving as a team.
Nail.
Now we can
The
move
purple
individually.
dance.
And right now, Nail is there. Look, goes in front. Milo tries to re-engage. And best player one gets taken down by Marky. Milo in the middle of it all. Double kill for Marky. And now Super Shock goes back in. I don't think that's a good idea. Taking a lot of damage. And Marky, the solution, dishing out the damage.
That's terrible. That's terrible. That actually hurts the eye to watch. Team TOB, what's happening here? What's happening here?
They went in for the Fanny, and now they're suffering all of the problems that you have to face when you're playing the Fanny against a utility kind of jungler. Invades coming out from Geek Fam were marvelous. I think they started around the second buff or the third buff. But the point is, they're willing to allocate bodies. They're willing to lose some of their heroes just to control the purple buff, and they have been controlling the purple buff. Best player one, the moment he tried to go for the steal on that quote-unquote purple dance, he died. He melted from Marky.
At that point, it doesn't matter even if you get the buff.
Can he actually take out Marky this time?
Oh
no.
Marky dodge, and this is what I'm talking about. The Bruno can fight back.
Oh, everybody!
The Bruno has the Haas claw. Best player gets taken down against Bruno. Like I said, even the Fanny might not be enough.
Yeah.
This bottom lane is a no-fly zone.
Oh, yeah.
For you, best player.
Wow. Even though there's no crowd control from the side of Team Geek Fam, one jump from the Minotaur was able to stop Fanny, was able to take best player out.
Yep, and now Super Shark in the back line. Beloyski jumping forward, finds Zia. Zia is going to get taken down by Luke. This is Geek Fam's game. Hoon has nowhere to go, still able to survive. Flickers out of Luke's range. And now Geek Fam with the Lord marching in. The Ohio Brothers are trying their very best. Marky survives again. The solution is there to dish out the damage. Super Shark gets taken down. The Ohio Brothers loses the first game.
Ohio Brothers, a lot of questions and a lot of answers are demanded to be given in the next game. Was it the draft? Was it the gameplay? Was it the macro? Was it the micro skills? We're going to see that through the highlights. What do you think, Wolf?
It was a combination of everything. The draft played out well. Early Minotaur pick. Even when there is a Valentine on the opposite